Neither can I actually can't see a thing.
No,
my eyesight's so bad. Hello and welcome, we are back. We are doing a Q&A. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
How do you know if you're with the right person?
Gosh. It's love, it's compromise, it's a lot of compromise.
Don't tell me
find
that.
the perfect person. I love you, Dad, but he's certainly
Let's
not
hope
perfect.
he's not watching this.
They've got to make you laugh, they've got to be kind.
Is you'd rather have your worst day with them than your best day without them. It's like having dessert. You don't need it, but it's nicer with it. But without dessert, you'll live. That's how I view it.
Yeah. They shouldn't complete you. You should be complete on your own.
Exactly. Someone said, for Freya's mum, do you think how you raised Freya had an impact on her success? Basically rebelled. I wasn't allowed social media, I wasn't allowed makeup, and look what I'm doing now.
I didn't want you being in that at a young age, but we never stopped her.
You tried?
Nah, well, kind of. But
It's in my blood.
it's in your blood. My gosh, she was prancing in front of a camera at 3. I mean, what can you do? So
I was a triple threat in my head. Yeah, I could sing, dance, act, anything.
in your head.
In my head.
Yeah. But you know, I think as a parent, you've just got to let your child do what they want to do. You know, safely. See what they become. I wouldn't have thought Freya would be doing what she's doing, given her background. But you know,
But I still went and got the degree.
you did.
And
Living
I've
life.
got my study platform.
So yeah, which is amazing.
How did you know what uni you wanted to go to, and did your parents help with that decision? I've already said on here that Dad wanted me to go to Oxbridge, and I was pretty strong on that. But I still think not doing Oxbridge was the best decision I ever made. And you
had
like
to make the decision.
Yeah.
Again, you know, it's not about us; it's about you. So yeah, you were intelligent enough to apply, probably gain entry. But would you have been happy there? You just got to find the uni that you think suits the person you are and the course that you want to do.
Otherwise, if you're just doing it for status, you're going to spend your whole life doing what you think other people think you should do. You've got to start making decisions for yourself. And as long as you get the grades and you put in the work, it doesn't matter where you are. You can go out of your way to make the connections, to meet the right people, to get the course, degrees, whatnot. But you've got to make that choice. That's my view. Childhood disciplines that other families might not consider normal that shaped you today. Know or immediately what that is. Social media. I wasn't allowed that till I was like 15, 16. I remember all of my friends having it. I really wanted it, and then as I grew up I realised having it late was the best thing possible.
I don't think we said you can't have it. We just
No, you
said,
did. No, you did. Because I had some arguments with you over that.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. It's in my diary. I wasn't allowed crop tops until I was 16. And I wasn't allowed chewing gum until I was 16.
I have you in crop tops aged like 11, 12. You're making that up.
You didn't want me to. You didn't want me to. You didn't want me to.
I have photographic evidence of Freya in crop tops.
But you didn't like me wearing them.
Shorts. No, it wasn't the short shorts. It was the shorts with rips in them that she might as well not.
Yeah, to be fair, those
and
were
that was
quite
that was
bad.
young.
Yeah, but there was a trend. And the chewing gum you didn't let me have for ages.
Well, that was because Dad doesn't like mint.
Dad's really weird. You can't have mint in a room with him. Were there any other weird rules you had? Oh, we had to sleep with our phones downstairs.
Again,
Which it's a good rule. It's a good rule. What are some good habits you've learned from your mum? Getting up early, being a morning person. Because you and Dad were morning people, so I became a morning person from like very young. That's the best habit because it shapes your whole life. Getting up early. I don't care if you're a night person, those first few hours in the morning, like say 3 or 4 hours, are worth like 10 hours at night, because after a long day, if you're at work or at school, you're shattered by the end of the day. So even if you are a night person and you're active at night, the whole day drains you. So having those few hours in the morning where you can just like knuckle down is so good. Good question actually, this is quite a deep one, is what about your mother's childhood? They don't fully know this.
I was adopted. So that was the start of my childhood. So
But when you didn't find out you were adopted until you were
5?
That's earlier than I thought.
Yeah.
God, they didn't wait on.
Well, no, I think I found out. I think
How?
I may have found something in a drawer.
It's like me with a tooth fairy.
But yeah, so I was adopted as a baby and grew up with my mum and dad. My adopted mum and dad, and it was on the whole a lovely childhood because we lived in the countryside and had animals. That's where I had my little puddy cats. I ended up going to a boarding school for dance
for ballet, as
ballet.
they know, ballerina.
But then obviously at 5'9", it's not going to work, is it?
That's one of the questions. How tall are we?
5'9". 5'9". Well, you say you're taller than me.
I'm taller than you.
I'm probably shrinking because I'm aged now.
We're pretty tall for girls, I'd say.
Yeah, between 5'8" and 5'9". When I went to Bristol Uni and then I headed over to London for a few years, and it was really, really fun. I'm a country girl at heart.
I can't wait to go home and see Snowy soon.
And Oat and Barley. Yeah, we have 3 cats, just very favourite.
Snowy's my cat. Dad, so for 2.5 years, I had said, I really want a ragdoll kitten, I really want a ragdoll kitten. James is actually, he owes me a ragdoll kitten, long story. Anyway, I leave home 2 weeks later after moving to London. Dad buys Snowy, the most perfect little ragdoll kitten in the world, just so I'd come back and see him more. I'm convinced he did it for that. And it's worked, because I do come home.
Can I just say you were fully engaged in the process of purchasing Snowy? And
I
you
egged
went
it
with
on.
Dad to
I
vet
egged it
him,
on.
and then was present at his collection. So
We-
don't say he
when-
just got them.
well,
Fro
when-
instigated the
Dad-
purchase of Snowy by saying that Oat and Barley weren't giving the
Enough
house
love.
enough love.
There wasn't, because I was leaving and I give a lot of energy to the house. I thought you need something to match that, so we've got Snowy, which definitely does bring enough energy to the house. When Dad and I went to choose him, there were loads of little, tiny little ragdoll kittens. Then there was this lump. We basically got the biggest ragdoll possible. He's huge.
He's massive.
If he was here now, he'd easily stretch.
He's less than a year old and he's currently weighing in at over 6 kilos. He's massive.
He's a bit big.
Yeah, yeah.
What's your ethnicity?
Well, I know my natural dad was American.
How tall was he?
6'7".
Got the height genes from you.
And Mum was British, but then I've got a little bit of Italian, Spanish, a little bit French, and then a tiny bit of Russian.
Really?
Tiny, yeah, tiny bit of Russian.
That's quite cool,
But
actually.
mostly,
Do you ever get bloated? So everyone gets bloated, it's just some foods are more inflammatory than others. Yeah, that's my view.
yeah. But enjoy your food,
Yeah.
honestly, don't let it stop you.
The reason I'll say this, so many people ask me to post what I eat in a day, and the reason I don't do it is people will say I'm lying. I eat so much more than people think, because to be able to gain muscle and to stay lean, you have to have a certain amount of protein. I think there's this new trend where people think to have a certain figure you have to eat less, and it's literally the opposite. I've noticed that the more I eat, the leaner I'm getting, because it's fueling me at the gym.
And you maintain your metabolism, so you know, I'm not a proponent of missing meals or, you know, eating a kind of like a cut down diet.
So this is the one thing I'm uneducated on, and I'm purposefully uneducated. If you showed me like banana, or you showed me a meal and you said guess the calories, I wouldn't even have a ballpark figure.
Oh, never
Like,
look at
like-
calories.
Don't get me wrong, I'll know about proteins and like what's got to say, like for example lentils, good protein, etc. All of that stuff, or spinach and iron, fine. But I don't know the calories, I don't need to. As long as you're healthy and you work out, calories couldn't give a crap about. But if it's got the nutrients, very different.
Yeah, and sometimes your body craves sugar, sometimes your body craves something more kind of complex carby. Just
I think the
go
difference
with
is
one.
though, is both of us, we never really get takeaways, we never have ultra processed food. Everything that we make is from scratch, and I think that's the difference. So like everything I make doesn't come in a packet, it's all like ingredients on their own. Everything in the fridge you can eat on its own. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and you can
Family.
batch cook as well. It doesn't have to be like really time consuming. You can throw something together really quickly.
Exactly.
And then
We will see you guys soon. I hope you enjoyed this Q&A. I love you.
thank you.
Bye.
Bye.